A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the launch of DASA Group presents Asia Pacific Lions vs Northampton Saints Tour of Sri Lanka 2026, powered by Pearl Isle Capital. I'm your host, Sharifa.
And I'm Sudarshan. In rugby, it's often said the game is won long before kickoff, and this evening is an absolute proof of that. Because what begins here will bring together international rugby legends, passionate supporters, communities, businesses, and will showcase our beautiful island paradise. Sri Lanka has always welcomed the world with warm hospitality. Now it's time for us to invite the world to see the passion that we bring into sports.
Absolutely. As he very correctly mentioned, it's about taking the country global and, of course, bringing in people to see the beauty of our beautiful island. And on that note, I would like to request everyone to please rise for the national anthem. Thank you very much. You may now be seated. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the signing of the MOU where this amazing vision came to light.
Well, what a sight. Yes, let's put our hand together. What a sight to see the Sri Lankan flag proudly up there in that Northampton Saints Stadium as well. Absolute brilliant scenes. And now, before any great rugby tour begins, the rugby world starts speaking. And when some of the game's biggest names speak, fans globally listen. We don't have one, but we have three. One could step through a gap of the width of a shoelace. The other one could carry half the team on himself. And the final one knew exactly how to outsmart both of them. Three different stories, but one exciting message for Sri Lanka. Let's now hear from Shane Williams, Nemani Nandolo, and Jeff Parling, who wants to give us the message and their excitement about this tour.
There's Shanklin. Good pass. Here's a real opportunity for Shane Williams. Williams steps his man. Steps another man. A piece of individual brilliance.
Screaming away. Just need to beat Wonderful! Shane Williams.
Hi, Jemai, it's Shane Williams here. I just wanted to say it's a great idea to get an Asian Pacific Lions. I think the whole concept and idea to play in Sri Lanka as well is incredible. It hasn't been done before, and I think it's the way forward. So, all the very best of it.
Funny to read. Reed to Nandolo.
Stone, Fijian centre, has the pace to go all the way. Now then.
Nandolo one-on-one. Nandolo! On the breakthrough, and it's a hat-trick for the returning hero.
Hey guys, it's Nemani Nandolo here. Asia Pacific Lions, I think it's a great concept. Get rugby into Sri Lanka. Looking forward to hopefully getting the game to grow in Sri Lanka. I know the rugby's big there, they're rugby mad down there, so all the best, and hopefully look forward to being part of it. Thank you.
And he pops it out to Mogg. Jesse Mogg on debut. Ankle tap. Loses the ball forward. It's not happening for the Wallabies.
Just needed to be patient here. I think it was Jeff Parling got an ankle.
Okay, best wishes for the Asia Pacific Lions. Hope you get going. Hope, great concept. Get everyone on board and hope you have a great time.
Well, it's very, very exciting to see the excitement from all these legends to be part of this as much as we are excited to have all of them here in Sri Lanka. Now, without further ado, I think let's take a look at Sharifa of the trailer of this historic tour that is going to light up the nation.
Absolutely. So please focus towards the screen because this is the moment where we launch the official trailer. Races is going to get busy, isn't it? From
it's
28 onwards.
It's going to be exhilarating. I think all roads will lead to race course on 28th of August. And with that, Sharifa, I think we are up for a very, very exciting moment now where we are going to unveil.
Exactly, the most awaited moment, I guess. So this is the moment where we unveil the tour logo. Let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Asia Pacific Lions and Northampton Saints Tour of Sri Lanka. Official logo. I think we can do so much more better. Let's put our hands together. Let's be loud.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the official tour logo. And on that note, I would like to invite a very important personality to address the gathering. So I'd like to invite the project chairman, Mr. Rohan Abekun, to the podium. Please join me in welcoming him.
Honourable Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports, in Sri Lanka, Mr. Sunil Kumar Gamage, His Excellency Andrew Patrick, British High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Mr. Ruzan Fairuz, Chairman Pearl Isle, Mr. Jazal Marzuk, Chairman Dasa Group UK, Mr. Priyant Ekanaika, Chairman National Sports Council, Sabir Kader, Founder Asia Pacific Lands, Mr. Kamal Munasinghe, Senior VP, Cinnamon Hotels and GM City of Dreams, distinguished invitees, sponsors, friends from the press. Let me at the outset congratulate Sabir on organizing this historic rugby tour to Sri Lanka. The highlight being, of course, the game between the premier rugby champions of the UK, the Northampton Saints, and our very own Asia Pacific Lands, who are equivalent, I would say, to the barbarians that we all know. That we will get to see current England and British and Irish land stars in action, which superstars from the Asia Pacific region, is surely a dream come true for not just rugby enthusiasts, but for all sports lovers in Sri Lanka. The likes of Henry Pollock, Finn Smith, Tommy Freeman, Alex Coles, Alex Mitchell, to name a few from the Saints, and of course former superstars, Australian captain, ex-captain Will Guinea, the last World Cup captain for Fiji, Vaisia Nayaseleru, will be some of the stars on showcase here, along with a very proud moment for our own superstars, Mr. Naveen Marasinghe, who will be a part of the Asia Pacific Lands. So, a great opportunity for him, Naveen. There's also the famous David Campisi, who will be here as the Rugby Director of Asia Pacific Lands. So my only worry is whether Campo will decide to sub himself at some point and want to play this game. So we'll have to watch out for that. Although Sabir actually invited me to be the project chair for this tour, I must admit that all the hard work and all the hard yards were done entirely by Sabir. I'm just here to ice the cake, nothing more. He was ably supported by Mr. Imti Marika, who has been the brainchild of many a tour, inward tour to Sri Lanka, the under-85 tour that we all know about recently, who was instrumental in putting together this Asia Pacific Lands team. My role, therefore, was primarily overseeing some of the supporting events that will take part, like the charity cricket game, which will feature our own Sri Lankan legends against the Northampton Saints rugby players in a game of cricket, which will be played at the Colombo Cricket Club on the 23rd of August, a late kickoff at about 7:30 under lights. I'm also told, I was just made aware today, that Sri Lanka will be playing India in a test match at the SSC during the day. So I'm sure we can expect a large gathering of fans, mostly Indians, who'd probably walk across to the CCC to see our own legends in action. Some of the legends who will be playing for us will be, of course, Aravinda De Silva, the likes of Angelo Matthews, Mahela Javadana, Chaminda Vas, Chamara Kapugadara, Roshan Mahanama, Hashan Tilakaratna. So all these big names will feature for our legends side, and it will be done for a very, very good cause, a charity which will be decided over the coming weeks. And I think that will be a massive opportunity for all you guys to see our legends in action once again. In addition, there will be some community events, rugby clinics, and coach and education programs, which will be a massive opportunity for stakeholders of rugby in Sri Lanka. On behalf of the Asia Pacific Lands, I would like to thank the Northampton Saints for agreeing to visit our beautiful island and rugby-made nation. And we extend a warm Sri Lanka welcome to them, which I mean exactly about 35 degrees with a 90% humidity, which I'm sure they'll enjoy. As with previous international team tours to Sri Lanka, like the under-85s, This will also bring a lot of exposure for Sri Lanka tourism, which is estimated globally to be around a $700 to $800 billion entity. Such tours and the social media attraction it will garner will no doubt enhance Sri Lanka as a great destination for sports tourism. All of this opportunity would not be possible without support of our sponsors of this tour, mainly title sponsors DASA from the UK, powered by tour sponsor Pearl Isle Capital. So thank you guys. Without you, this will not be possible. History will be made on the pitch, but the real stories will be made off it. As you can see, Sri Lankans are very well known for our hospitality, so it's going to be a very interesting to see whether we can outdrink or out-eat two world-class rugby teams. So if the hotel buffet runs out, food of anyone ends up in Colombo police station post-game enjoyment, it is not my fault. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that very interesting start, I'd say. So thank you so much for setting the tone for this evening's event, which is crucial for everyone, for all the rugby fans out there. So we didn't speak only about rugby. We spoke about cricket as well, isn't it?
Well, Mr. Abikon almost took both of our jobs, Sharifa,
Exactly.
because all the wittiness was encapsulated in that speech by Mr. Abikon. But let's try and follow that act.
Exactly. So I was just telling him that it's important to highlight how a game of this caliber can actually bring in a lot of people into our beautiful island and encourage sports tourism. So he's already touched on that. So let's move on with the agenda, shall we? And now to address the gathering, I would like to invite His Excellency Andrew Patrick, British High Commissioner to Sri Lanka. Please join me in welcoming His Excellency to the podium.
Well, thank you, Honourable Minister. That is indeed a hard act to follow. I just wanted to say, first of all, congratulations to Sabir and everyone who's been involved in organising it. I know something of the effort that's had to go into this over many years to bring it off, so it's wonderful to see that it's going to happen later in August. When I was preparing to come to Sri Lanka, I actually had no idea that Sri Lanka was passionate about rugby. Of course I knew about cricket, but I didn't know about rugby. I've worked in other South Asian countries. Nobody else in the region really plays rugby. And when I got here, I discovered that, yes, Sri Lanka is indeed passionate about rugby. And it's wonderful that this is another step in Sri Lanka's journey to make the world aware of the passion and the skills that you have here. I really agree that this could be a tremendous boost for tourism. I think sports tourism is one of the underplayed areas for Sri Lanka. Rugby, cricket, obviously, we already have a lot of visitors. Golf, too, I was discussing with people yesterday, the potential for golf tourism. I think if this becomes a regular feature every August, that'll be absolutely fantastic for Sri Lanka and for Sri Lanka's tourism. I'm really pleased that one of the premier British teams is coming. I think it's going to be a great game, and I look forward to seeing it. Congratulations again, and thank you for inviting me to speak briefly today.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And with that, I'd like to invite our tour title partner, CEO of DASA Group UK, Mr. Naki Batik, to speak a few words.
Honourable Minister Sunil Kumar Gamage, His Excellency Andrew Patrick, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all, and Ayubowan. It is an honour to be here on behalf of DASA Group, sponsoring Asia Pacific Lions versus Northampton Saints. Our chairman, Mr. Jazal Marzuk, is a passionate sports enthusiast. So when Mr. Sabir came with this proposal, he did not see this just as another rugby match. He saw it as an opportunity to showcase Sri Lanka to the international audience. And that's how we are here today. We would like to congratulate Sabir and all the other organizers for pulling this off. And we welcome Northampton Saints to Sri Lanka and hope this is one of many more events to come in Sri Lanka and overseas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Atik. And before we move on to the next speeches, we have a special message that we received from President of Asia Rugby, Mr. Qais Abdullah, and he spoke some words of encouragement about this magnificent tour.
Good day. As a President of Asia Rugby, it is my pleasure to extend my warm greetings to the organizers, sponsors, players, media, and all rugby fans at the launch of Asia Pacific Lions and Northampton Saints Tour to Sri Lanka 2026. This tour is not only a rugby event. It celebrates friendship, unity, and the values that define our game: respect, integrity, teamwork, and excellence. It also highlights rugby's unique ability to bring people across borders and culture. Sri Lanka has a great rugby tradition. It continues to play an integral role in the growth of our sport in Asia. Today, having Asia Pacific Lions together with the English champions Northampton Saints extend a unique and fantastic opportunities for our youngsters, for our athletes, for our referees, for our wider audience to enjoy a memorable event. My congratulations to my friend Saber Qadir, the organizing committee, sponsors and partners whose commitment made this dream a reality today. On behalf of Asia Rugby, the continental body of the sport in Asia, I wish Asia Pacific Lions and Northampton Saints every success, and I'm looking forward to joining you next month to what promises to be an unforgettable moment for everyone who loves rugby.
Thank you very much to the President of Asia Rugby for those encouraging words. And now I would like to invite Relationship Manager of Pearl Isle Capital, our tour powered by sponsor, Mr. Shifan Rimze, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, members of the media, distinguished representatives of Asia Pacific Lions and Northampton Saints, organizing committee members, and rugby enthusiasts. On behalf of Pearl Isle Capital and PIC Investment, our fully owned subsidiary, it is an honor to stand here today as a diamond sponsor of what is undeniable one of the most significant international rugby events ever hosted in Sri Lanka. Something historic is truly on our horizon sporting landscape. As proud local group, we believe that national progress begins by believing in our own people. Investing in youth and sport is one of the best investment any local brand can make in Sri Lanka's future. This event is bigger than a single fixture. It's a nation-building movement. Hosting a world-class international sports festival showcases Sri Lanka's hospitality, energy, and capability to global audience. By connecting local potentials with global platforms, we prove Sri Lankan sports belong to the world stage. Driven by our chairman's strong commitment to giving back to Sri Lanka, we will continue to champion initiatives that elevate our nation, inspire our youth, and shape a stronger tomorrow. Our sincere gratitude goes out to SC Global Consultancy, the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, and our host partner for making this possible. Thank you, and stay tuned for Asia Pacific Lions and Northampton Saints Tour of Sri Lanka, powered by Pearl Isle Capital. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rimsey. There is a saying in rugby, you remember the stadium, but you never forget the hospitality that you receive at those stadiums and wherever you travel. Every player and every visitor coming into Sri Lanka are about to experience high level of both because world-class sport deserves world-class hospitality, and there is no better place to showcase truly world-class Sri Lankan hospitality than the magnificent City of Dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senior Vice President of Cinnamon Hotels and General Manager of Cinnamon Life at City of Dreams, Mr. Kamal Munasinghe, who will tell you how we like to welcome our visitors here.
Hi, Bohan, and good afternoon to everyone. Very warm welcome to City of Dreams, Sri Lanka. I think it's a historic moment, Honourable Minister and High Commissioner and distinguished guests, plus the media. As I mentioned, it's I think a great moment. Sabir started talking to me a couple of months ago about this event, and I think it's becoming a reality now, and we are very, very happy to be the hospitality partner for this event. We've been working with a lot of sporting bodies in Sri Lanka, developing this segment. One is, supporting the sporting side of things, and the other side is working on developing the sports tourism side of things in Sri Lanka. When City of Dreams was built, it's a dream that we built for Sri Lanka. It's not just for this hotel. As a destination, John Keel's holdings invested $1.3 billion. There are multiple numbers, but to be exact, $1.3 billion for this project. Looking at all aspects, not just building a hotel, but an integrated resort where we can accommodate and provide world-class hospitality and world-class experience in a setting like this, and bringing Northampton Saints and Asian Lions of Sri Lanka and hosting them here at City of Dreams is a great honor, and thank you for that opportunity. I wish all the best for the organizers and everyone else who is part of this, and we look forward to welcoming all of them to City of Dreams Sri Lanka and giving them a lifetime experience. Thank you.
Asia Pacific Lions Rugby, together with Pearl Isle Capital. Something historic and big is happening. Stay tuned.
නිමත් නැති ජීවිතයට ආසිරි
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all put our hands together for these invaluable sponsors who are making this event a reality. Now, some of you who were here while Mr. Rohan Abekon was giving his speech might be wondering what is a charity cricket match, a T20 charity cricket match doing with a rugby tour to Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka anyways is already known for cricket, but this isn't simply about rugby. It's about positioning our beautiful destination as a place for international stars, absolute legends of all walks of life and all sports to come together and showcase and enjoy the hospitality Sri Lanka has to offer. Now, when you talk about a charity cricket match and legends, a term that has been very loosely used in the current sporting context, we have an ultra legend here. A man who was part of the 1996 World Cup winning side and also one of Sri Lanka's greatest sporting legends. Something that you don't know about this gentleman is the fact that he was the first to win the Man of the Match award in a losing final when he represented Kent against Lancashire. Without further ado, let's put our hands together for ultra sporting legend Aravinda De Silva, who will be part of the Sri Lankan Legends T20 team, to speak a few words.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, media, a very good afternoon to all of you. I think as I walked in, I heard Rohan speaking about this great cricket match and also mentioning that there's an India-Sri Lanka test match on that same day. And for you to be expecting a large crowd to be watching the legends play at the CCC, I would have thought it's more of an anticlimax for all the spectators after watching all those great internationals playing at SSC, and to walk across and watch these old 60-year-olds limping around playing cricket. But nevertheless, I think the reason for us cricketers to be part of this event is purely because of two reasons. One, I think most we cricketers are great rugby fans, and we enjoy watching and also, I think, traveling around the world to watch some of those great rugby events which had taken place over the last few years, especially some of the World Cup games. And I know for a fact that the entire cricket team, every time there's a World Cup on during a tour, we make it a point to get into a room and watch some of those games, especially if it's All Blacks. So that is one reason. But the second being a worthy cause, which we felt that together we should promote the sport and to give something back to the society. And it is very, very important for the younger generation also to realize that it is our duty to support the younger generation in sport as well as the society. And that is why we wanted to be part of this charity game. And I think that we haven't still decided on the charity which we are hoping to contribute towards. But I hope it'll be a worthy charity and a cause which we will be able to be part of. And again, I would like to wish and say congratulations to the entire organizing committee for putting something of this nature together, especially we Sri Lankans being great sports fans and very, very hospitable people. I think this is an area which Sri Lanka has always underperformed. Being right next to a country as large as India, I always felt that we, Sri Lanka, could be one of the sporting destinations for whole of Asia. When you really look at it, the relationships we have with all the surrounding countries compared to some of the other countries, if you take, especially from a cricketing angle, India, Pakistan, which draws such a lot of spectator interest, they could never play against each other in their own countries. And it's an absolutely amazing opportunity for Sri Lanka to break through into that opportunity. Similarly, if you take Bangladesh, again with about a 270 million population, again they're not traveling to India, and there's an opportunity to create some part of entertainment for that particular segment. So if you really look at it, we are looking at about a 2 billion population which we could attract into Sri Lanka as a sporting destination. This is only in one sport. And if you really take rugby and other leading sport which most of the Sri Lankans are so keen on, I feel as a nation which depends a lot on tourism, it is an absolute opportunity. So for laying this foundation, that's why I would like to congratulate the organizers for taking this step forward to make sure that Sri Lanka will benefit, and the trickling down effect will be something for the younger generation also to benefit, because they'll be able to see some of their legends live in action, which is very, very important, because these youngsters always build their dreams through role models. And if they can see and meet these role models, and that's a way of really getting them to be interested and be the ultimate great sportsman in their lives. So wish everyone all the very best, and this event the all success which we think should happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. De Silva. And like Mr. De Silva, who built an absolute legacy of his batting and all-round performance, there are people who organize events, and there are others who build legacies. I was privileged to be a colleague of our next speaker some years ago, where we worked in a team to transform how Sri Lankan rugby was viewed, and be part of a broadcasting team who are partnered with this event as well to change how Sri Lanka watched rugby. And then he went on to connecting international rugby with communities, creating pathways for players, businesses, and nations to grow the sport and make the sport we love the vessel in connecting all this. He's the founder and director of Asia Pacific Lions and SC Global Consultancy. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sabi Kader, whose brainchild has brought us a historic tour.
Thank you, Sudarshan. People often see event like this is all about sponsorships, meetings, and long discussions. But for me, it's quite simple. It has been always, why not Sri Lanka? Putting country first, our national flag first, in the international stage has been always my dream. Honorable Minister of Sports, Sunil Kumar Gamage, His Excellency Andrew Patrick, British High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Mr. Aravinda D. Silva, former cricketing legend who need no introduction, Naks Atik from Dasa Group, CEO Dasa Group UK, and I miss here Dasa Group Chairman, Mr. Jazal Marzouk, who led this foundation to make this dream into a reality. All other sponsors, Mr. Kamal Munasinghe, Vice President Cinnamon Hotels, friends of media, ladies and gentlemen. Why can't our country host world-class event? This has been bothering me for a long time. Why can't Sri Lanka rugby crazy fraternity watch world-class events? We can't even afford a flight ticket and go somewhere and watch, paying $50 or $100 tickets. Why can't sport become another way of telling the world what Sri Lanka is about or who we are? That question stayed with me for years. The journey wasn't easy, I must admit that. The journey wasn't easy. Before we spoke to Northampton Saints, and we spoke to a couple of other clubs, and at one point we went to sign a MOU on the 1st of January to celebrate the New Year. But those are the lessons you learn, and those are the perseverance attitude that you focus and move on. For different reasons, both opportunities came to nothing. Like anyone pursuing a dream, I had moments of disappointment. But I have always believed that every no brings you one step closer to the right yes. I repeat, every no will bring you one step closer to the right yes. Then came a conversation that changed everything. I met Mr. Jazal Marzouk, Chairman Dasa Group UK. I shared the vision and I explained the challenges. I explained why I believe in Sri Lanka deserves such an event. And I finished this chat. He didn't ask me how many tickets you're going to sell, how much revenue you're going to make. Of course, for some certainty, he knows that we can't make a huge return on investment. He said, let's do it. So those three changes, those three words rather, changed my dreams into a mission. And now it's going to be a mission into a reality. So Jazal Nana, I call him Nana as brother. He's not here, unfortunately, but I'm sure he will be here for both the cricket game and to witness the rugby game. And then this gentleman, he's from my college. I have never met him. He's a very senior to me. Chairman, Pearl Isle Capital, Mr. Ruzan Fairoz, a gentleman who is also supposed to be here, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. I just sent him a WhatsApp message. He was in UAE. He saw the proposal. Same thing. He didn't ask anything else. Let's do it. I see that as Sri Lankan expats living abroad, and this is something they are giving it back to their own country. So that is something special. Pearl Isle Capital team, thank you very much. His Excellency, Andrew Patrick. So you know how difficult it was. I was in your office 2 years ago, and we had so many conversations, and that didn't go well, fortunately or unfortunately. Then we were supposed to sign one of the greatest teams, but that was in blessings in disguise. Sabir means patience in Arabic, so I have all the patience in the world, and it was blessings in disguise, I say. Northampton, just not a star-studded team, and they are the UK champions. So the champions of UK, champions of Premiership coming to Sri Lanka is a blessing. So I should thank Honourable Minister of Sport, our Minister, and since I met him, given the opportunity, thank you very much. No sooner I presented, he said, let's do a media conference. So 3-4 weeks ago, Honourable Minister himself hosted the media conference to tell the public that such a historic event is happening at Duncan White Auditorium at Sports Ministry. Thank you very much for understanding the concept and the value of this project, Minister. And then December 16th, I sent an email last year to Northampton saying, initial email was not positive, saying that that timeline wasn't going to match. But for my reply, Julia Chapman, CEO, perhaps the entire Saints team is watching this on Papare live. Julia said this looks like a tremendous opportunity because fair enough for the rejection all to other clubs because Asia Pacific Lions is not established club. They have no idea, no clue, 5'2", I don't want to say tall guy, a short guy, proposing this sort of an event, and it's not easy for them to trust and come forward because it's a big challenge. But I always believed in myself. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Paul Shields and Phil Dawson, Director of Rugby. Thank you for trusting us. And just like Sudarshan mentioned, Sri Lanka is all about cricket. The world knows about our cricket. So we want to showcase our culture with this cricket and rugby concept, and we want to promote that to the world. And I must admit, this won't be a success if that New Zealand under 85 kg tour is not happening in Sri Lanka. Because the views, I think in digital views, we had over 150 million in the last year, inaugural year. And we are expecting for this, all those world stars coming, at least 300 million reached during the entire tour. And that's all about taking Sri Lanka forward. So without the New Zealand under 85 kg, this won't be a success because they saw that New Zealand under 85, how successful that. As a result, Northampton Saints put all the trust on us. They didn't want to come and do a recce visit, see our facilities, see our gym, see our hotels. They put all faith on us. So thank you, Paul Shields, if you're watching. And thank you, Julia, once again. So we hope to welcome you soon. Normally, I don't read my script in the speeches. I just tell what I feel, but this time I don't want to miss anything. And my team, Rohan Abekon, came as a volunteer. You have done a tremendous service with the national jersey, and this time we get connected from the New Zealand team committee last year, and your inspiration, your leadership, and your support being second to none. Thank you for lifting me up and lifting our team. Thank you, Rohan. And Inti Marika, the man who brought the New Zealand under 85 kgs. And it was an honor for me to be part of that committee last year. And Inti would have been to New Zealand more than 30 years ago, if I'm not wrong. But this time, a few weeks ago, I was with him in New Zealand. He took me to the All Blacks VIP suits. He introduced me to Graham Henry once again, Sir Graham Henry. And he himself, with a selfless effort, he introduced everything. And not only that, I know for the fact if I do the Northampton thing, and my APL team would be strong if I give the responsibility to him. So thank you very much, Inti. I put you in a difficult situation. I know how it was. In all your 30 years, and this would have been your most difficult situation I gave you. I'm sorry about that, but thank you very much, Inti. And before I move any further, Romario De Silva, I don't know where you are. Thank you very much for taking all my stress with this lovely media conference to putting this together. And I can't see you, but thank you very much, Romario. And my team, Sudat Sampath, Rear Admiral Hetiarachi, Ravin De Silva, Navin De Silva, Group Captain, and thank you very much for everything. Not forgetting Priyantha Ekanayaka. Thank you very much. And like Mr. Kamal Munasinghe mentioned, I dropped him a WhatsApp when I was in the UK, bringing this team. I want to have a chat. And this gentleman never says no. He always want to host any kind of a sporting event, but mainly when it comes to rugby and this event of this nature. And the service you all gave, including this press conference and service you are going to give, I'm sure it's going to be world class. The City of Dreams, that dreams part is kind of a vision of Asia Pacific line. That's one of the dreams, so we have make it. We are marrying together very nicely and gelling together. Thank you very much, Kamal, for all your support. And for my media colleagues, I'm like Sudarshan mentioned, my journey began with Papare since I came from the UK. And thank you. I see lots of cameras. Thank you for your support. I hope that you enjoyed the mini Asia Pacific Lions rugby balls and our small token of appreciation. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you all on 23rd for the cricket event and also 28th at the racecourse for the main event. Last but not least, all the sponsors, my valued sponsors. That's a group. Nux, thank you very much. Pearl Isle Capital, RCD Hospitals, Dr. Harry. When I spoke to Dr. Manjula, first thing he asked, is Henry Pollock coming? I said, yes, Henry Pollock is coming, Tommy Freeman is coming, Alex Mitchell is coming, Finn Smith, all are British and Irish Lions. And one good thing is those all players are under 25 years, so we want to make an international relationship, we want to build that, and we want to see what is coming next in the future. And like His Excellency said, this won't be hopefully just one-off event. Next year, hopefully, we are going to bring 2 teams. Let's start with one, fingers crossed. And I should mention Anil Hapagada representing 8K Spence. Thank you very much. And to Nalin Jayasundara, General Manager 8K Spence. Unfortunately, he's overseas. And when I sent this proposal, immediately they came as travel partners. And to Mrs. Abekon, thank you very much. Rohan have done so much for Sri Lanka Rugby last 2 years, giving all the jerseys. But this time, it's a big concern because those players are not as Sri Lankan sizes. It's triple XLs and 4XL, perhaps even 6-7 XLs. And did I miss anyone? If I miss anyone, I'm sorry. I don't think my very own colleague, my Dishan Disa, Head of Business Dialog, Asia and Papare, we worked together maybe 10-15 years ago when Papare at initial stage. And when I sent this, he's giving our fullest support. And to be honest, I didn't expect a 3-camera production here, and I was expecting only 1-camera production, but here we go. He surprised me. Thank you, Dishan. And thank you, everyone, and hope to see you very soon. And media, ready to answer any question if you have after this presentation.
Thank you very much, Sabir. And he spoke about how this is a dream come true for him. It's not only for him, for all the rugby enthusiasts, I'd say. And it's a dream come true for many sporting fans here in the island and also in the surrounding areas. And he spoke about patience, didn't he?
Yeah, Sabir did speak about patience and also did thank everybody who were here. Forgot the 2 of us. That's all right. But the name Sabir means patience, and I think his wonderful wife, who's been a real strength for him, is the one who's practicing patience. And you can tell us a little bit more because you're a relation as well.
Oh, wow. Well, he asked me to stay away for some time because he wanted to introduce Sabir. So he did the honors, and now I think we need to speak to the wife and ask whether the patience he had with the game is practiced at home as well. Well, that's for, I think, after the event, but let's continue. We've got something interesting coming your way, yeah?
Yes, we did hear about the excitement from all the players who are going to be part of that. But now let's hear from 2 players who will be part of the Asia Pacific Lions and 2 stars. All the rugby fans here in Sri Lanka are going to be thrilled to see playing in our own shores.
Pulovinaka, I'm always another level. I'm so excited to come to Colombo, Sri Lanka to represent the Asia Pacific Lions. What an opportunity to come and grow the rugby in Sri Lanka. I'm looking forward to it. Go the Lions!
Full contact. A little slant from Kenya for Korobeti down the left, and Kenya chased down by de Klerk, who won't get it. And the Wallabies have their second in quick succession.
Big pressure again, marching back, but they somehow got it. And away goes Kenya. Hooper's got speed. He gets it away to Foley. Foley is in.
Desio, Sanchez hit hard, toes through. Genia races on. Who's going to get the bounce? Genia. Genia gets the bounce. Genia gets another 5 points.
Defense.
Hey guys, Will Genia here. Really excited to be a part of the Asia Pacific Lions and what they're doing with the Northampton Saints in Colombo in Sri Lanka. Amazing concept that brings the game to Asia and the Pacifica region and gives guys an opportunity to showcase their talents and just spread the game and showcase it to a different audience and different people. Really looking forward to it, man. And I'll see you guys in Colombo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would like to invite the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, Honorable Sunil Kumara Gamage, to address the gathering.
සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් වේවා සියලු දෙනාටම. විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ අවස්ථාවට සම්බන්ධ වෙන British High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Honorable Andrew Patrick, Founder Member and Chairman of Asia Pacific Lions, Mr. Sabir Kader, ඇතුළු සියලු දෙනාගෙන් අවසරයි. මම හිතන්නේ අපිට විශාල අත්දැකීමක් ලාංකීය රග ක්‍රීඩකයන්ට සහ ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ට අරගෙන එන තරඟයක් බවට මේ අගෝස්තු 28 වෙනිදා රේස් කෝස් ක්‍රීඩාංගණයේ පැවැත්වෙන මේ තරඟය මම විශ්වාස කරනවා. අපිට මේ තරඟය වැදගත් වෙන්නේ විශේෂයෙන්ම කාරණා කිහිපයක් හින්දා. ඒකක් තමයි අපිට ලංකාවේ ස්පෝර්ට් ටුවරිසම් ප්‍රොමෝට් කරන්න ඕන. අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුවක් තියෙනවා කලින් සඳහන් කරා වගේ ආසියාවේ ස්පෝර්ට්ස් හබ් එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන් අපේ රට. ඒ ඔපචුනිටි එක අපිට තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා අපි මේ වගේ ටීම්ස් ලංකාවට ගෙනල්ලා මේ වගේ ස්පෝර්ට් ඉවෙන්ට්ස් ඕගනයිස් කරන එක මම හිතන්නේ ඒ අපේ අරමුණට ගොඩක් ලං වෙනවා. ඒ අරමුණ අපිට පහසු වෙනවා. ඒක නිසා තමයි මට සබීර ඇවිල්ලා කිව්වහම මට මොකක්වත් ඒකේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තිබ්බේ නෑ. මං කිව්වේ අපි සබීර කරමු මේවා තමයි අපිට කරන්න ඕන වැඩ කියලා. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා මේ ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ටුවරිසම් ප්‍රොමෝට් කරන වැඩක් මේක. ඒක නිසා මේක අපිට ඉතා වටිනවා. ඒ වගේම ලංකාවේ රග ක්‍රීඩකයන්ට අලුත් අත්දැකීමක් ගන්න. ලෝකයේ ඉන්න වර්ල්ඩ් ක්ලාස් ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා ලංකාවේ ඇවිල්ලා අපේ ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකක ක්‍රීඩා කරනකොට ඒක බලලා දැකලා එයාලට මේකේ අත්දැකීම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක අපේ ක්‍රීඩකයන්ට හරි වටිනවා. ඒ වගේම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ටත් මේ වගේ තරඟයක් බලන්න නැත්නම් අපි ඉංග්‍රීසි හරි ඕස්ට්‍රේලියා හරි මේ වගේ රටකට යන්න වෙනවා ලයිව් බලන්න. ඉතින් මේ අත්දැකීමත් අපිට මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා. අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ලංකාවේ රග ක්‍රීඩාව මේ තියෙන තැන ඉඳලා ගොඩක් ඉහළට ගෙනියන්න. ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි සෑහෙන්න මහන්සි වෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ මගේ අමාත්‍ය ධූරය ඇතුලේ මම වැඩියෙන්ම මහන්සි වෙච්ච ස්පෝර්ට් එකක් තමයි රග වෙනුවෙන්. මම රග ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් නොවේ. නමුත් මොකද අපිට වගකීමක් තියෙනවා ලංකාවේ ඕනෑම ක්‍රීඩාවක් ඉහළට ගෙනියන්න ඒකේ අපිට රගවල විශේෂ විභවයක් තියෙනවා. ඒක නිසා මම හිතන්නේ ලංකාවේ පළවෙනි වතාවට රග ප්ලේයර්ස්ලට මාසික දීමනාවක් දෙන්න මම හිතන්නේ අපේ ආණ්ඩුවෙන් තමයි මාසික ගෙවීමක් කරන්නත් පටන් ගත්තේ. ඒක අපි හැමෝම දන්න කාරණයක්. ඒ වගේම ලෝකයේ ඉන්න අනිකුත් ක්‍රීඩා කණ්ඩායම් විශේෂයෙන්ම රග ක්‍රීඩා කරන කණ්ඩායම් ලංකාවට ගේන්න මේ තරඟය මේ වගේ තරඟ අපිට ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙනවා. ඔබ දන්නවා අපි ආපු අවුරුද්දෙම නිව්සීලන්ත under 85 කිලෝග්‍රෑම් රග කණ්ඩායමක් අපි ගෙනල්ලා ප්ලේ කරා. මේ අවුරුද්දෙත් ආවා විශේෂයෙන් ප්‍රියන්ත ඉම්ති මැදිහත් වෙලා ඒවා අපිට ගොඩක් වැදගත්. මම මීට සති කිහිපයකට කලින් ඉතාලිය ගිහිල්ලා මම හම්බ වෙච්ච එකම ස්පෝර්ට් කණ්ඩායම තමයි ඉතාලි රග ෆෙඩරේෂන් එක. මම ඒගොල්ලොත් එක්ක කතා කරා අපේ රටට ඉතාලි ටීම් එකක් ගේන්න පුළුවන්ද කොහොමද කියලා. එතකොට මම මේ තරඟය ගැන කිව්වා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ ගොඩක් සැටිස් වුණා. ඔව් නිව්සීලන්ඩ්ලා එනවා. මේ වගේ නෝත්හැම්ප්ටන් ටීම් ලංකාවට එනවා. ඒක නිසා ඒගොල්ලටත් මේකේ එන එකේ කිසි ගැටලුවක් නැහැ කියලා අපිට ඉස්සරහට ඒ වගේ සාකච්ඡාවක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා මම හිතන්නේ ලංකාවේ රග ක්‍රීඩාව අපිට මේ තරඟ ඇතුලේ ඉතා ඉහළට ගෙනියන්නත් අපේ රට ලෝකයේ ක්‍රීඩාව අතින් දියුණු හොඳ රටක් බවට පත් කරන්නත් මේ තරඟ අපිට ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ලංකාවේ රග සම්බන්ධයෙන් අපිට මේ තියෙන තැනේ ඉඳලා ඉහළට යන්න විශේෂයෙන්ම අවංකව මහන්සි වෙන පුද්ගලයෝ කීප දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඉම්ති, නලින්, ප්‍රියන්ත, රොහාන් මේ වගේ ලොකු බලෑනියක් ඉන්නවා. ඒක නිසා මම විශ්වාස කරනවා අපේ මේ නුදුරු කාලය ඇතුළත ලංකාවේ රග ලෝකයේ ඉහළම තැනකට අපිට ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා. ඒ වගේම මිස්ටර් සබීර්ගේ උත්සාහය සෑහෙන කාලයක් ෆයිට් කරලා තියෙනවා. මම දන්න විදිහට මේ වැඩේට අන්තිමට දැන් මේක එයාට සාර්ථක වෙනවා. ඒ වගේ අය ඉන්න එක අපිට හරි වටිනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අත්තරින් නැතුව වැඩක මැදිහත් වෙලා ඒක කොහොම හරි ෆයිනල් තැනට ගේන්න වැඩ කරන එක. ඉතින් thank you very much for organizing this type of events සබීර්. සියලු දෙනාටම බොහොම ස්තුතියි මේ අවස්ථාවට පැමිණියට සහ අපි හැමෝටම කතා කරලා 28 වෙනිදා කොළඹ එමු. ඒ වගේම අපේ ලෙජන්ඩ්ස් ලගේ ක්‍රිකට් මැච් එකකුත් තියෙනවා. අරවින්දලා ඉන්නවා. අපි ඒකත් බලලා 28 දවස අපි ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩාවේ තවත් එක සතුටු වෙන දවසක් බවට පත් කරමු. හැමෝම එන්න කියලා ආරාධනා කරමින් අවසන් කරනවා. බොහොම ස්තුතියි සියලු දෙනාට.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister, for those encouraging words. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with sincere gratitude to those who have made this event possible, we now proceed to the sponsor check presentation ceremony. And to do the honours, may I invite Mr. Sabir Kader, Mr. Rohan Abekon, and Mr. Inti Marikar on stage. And may I also kindly invite the Honourable Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports to please join the presentation party.
Friends of media, your opportunity for photographs. First of all, we have Mr. Anfal Hanafi, and may I invite Mr. Aravind De Silva to receive this check as well from Mr. Anfal Hanafi, the CEO of the Cricket Store, who is our official cricket equipment partner for the charity game.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our official cricket equipment partner. Thank you very much, Mr. Anfal Hanafi, and thank you, Mr. Aravinda De Silva. And with that, I would like to invite Dr. Harry Prasad, Director, Operations, Asari Health, and Ms. Roshani Senanaika, Head of Marketing, Asari Health, for the official check presentation as the official healthcare partner.
Let's put our hands together. The official healthcare partner of the tour, Asari Health, joining hands with us.
Thank you very much once again for joining hands with the Asia Pacific Lions Rugby Tour. And I would like to invite Mrs. Nadira Abekon, Director too, for the official check presentation as the official apparel partner of Asia Pacific Lions. I'm sure you can do better. Come on, everybody. A round of applause to all our sponsors who have made this event a reality.
Official apparel partner who will make the livery stand out. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Mr. Anil Hapagoda, Vice President, Aitken Spence Travels, for the official check presentation as the official travel partner. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our official travel partner, Aitken Spence Travels. Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite Mr. Dishan Dessa, Head of Business, ThePapare Dialog Asiata PLC, to hand over the check as the official broadcast partner, ThePapare. A round of applause for, taking us international.
Yeah, not only we will have elite athletes here, we will be showing it across the globe on the World Wide Web as well. So, big round of applause again to our official broadcasting partner, ThePapare.
Thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Mr. Kamal Munasinghe, Senior Vice President, Cinnamon Hotel, City of Dreams, Sri Lanka, for the official handover of the check as the official hospitality partner.
One of a kind in Asia and to be at one of a kind in the whole of South Asia.
Thank you so much once again for coming on board. I would now like to invite Mr. Arshad Azaz, CEO, Pearl Isle Capital, and Mr. Ifat Zuri, Chief Operating Officer, Pearl Isle Capital, to officially hand over the check as the tour powered by sponsor. Thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Mr. Naki Batik, CEO of DASA Group UK, for the official check presentation as the tour title sponsor. I'm sure we can do better for the title sponsor. Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
DASA Group UK, the title sponsor of this wonderful tour.
Thank you very much once again to all our sponsors. Thank you very much to our dignitaries on stage as well. Thank you.
Asia Pacific Lions Rugby together with Pearl Isle Capital. Something historic and big is happening. Stay tuned.
City of Dreams, Sri Lanka.
ආසිරි හෙළට නිමත් නැති ජීවිතයට ආසිරි.
Ladies and gentlemen, today what we've witnessed is the launch of far more than an international rugby tour. We've seen the launch of a vision where elite sport meets exceptional hospitality, and also where international partnerships create local opportunities and every visitor becomes an ambassador for our island nation. And here, rugby will help unlock new era of sports tourism for our nation. And with an event of this magnitude, I'm sure our friends from the media will have plenty of questions that you will want to ask responsible individuals who are going to drive this. So it's my pleasure in inviting Mr. Sabi Kader, Mr. Rohana Bekon, and Mr. Inti Marika to the stage to answer some of the questions that will be thrown by our friends of media. Gentlemen.
At the outset, before we open it to the media for questions, I think age is telling, and I think both me and Sabir missed an important announcement when we were speaking, and that is we will also have a fireside event on the 24th at this beautiful facility here, which will be a event that will feature 3 players from the Northampton Saints. I would presume the 3 gentlemen in the picture here, and 3 from the Asia Pacific Lions, which would include probably the gentleman in the picture here, and 1 more, which will be a massive opportunity for rugby lovers and enthusiasts, and even for corporates to entertain their clients, which will be the same lines as what we saw when the Under-85 tour was on, where we had the All Black legend Kieran Reid at a fireside event here, and then the year before that, Sir Graham Henry. So I think that was missed out in our addresses. So I would like to take this opportunity to make it known that the fireside event will happen on the 24th of August at this beautiful hotel. So please mark your diaries, and very soon the flyers and all the things will go out for people to snap up their tables. Thank you.
Any questions from the friends of media?
Yeah, I would like to ask, Naveen Marasinghe is here. Is the only player for this tour?
Yes, Naveen being selected as the only player. We would like to give more opportunities, but Inti used to be the high performance director, so who need no introduction. And looking at those teams who are coming, and they are very elite level, very international level. Let's start with one Sri Lankan and let's inspire the next generation. Of course, we have like around 4,000 school students playing under 19 school league. So it's all about the inspiration and it's all about continuity, and let rugby go and let rugby sustain. That's our whole concept. So Naveen will be a great ambassador for the game, representing Sri Lanka for this Asia Pacific Lions. And I'm sure next year, many players like Shan Altaf, to name a few, will put their hands up and we will work on it.
Sabir, now this particular series of these matches, now is Sri Lanka rugby involved actually, because we didn't see any of its officials involved even in the previous press briefing I held at the sports ministry. So why no any officials from Sri Lanka rugby has been present at any of these two press conferences?
No, we initially we requested Sri Lanka rugby. It's all about getting their blessings and endorsement. We have invited them for this evening as well, but unfortunately I couldn't even address that at my speech that Pavitra Fernando, the president, is supposed to come, but he couldn't make it. They have given their blessings and their endorsement. The thing is, SC Global Consultancy, who's hosting this, being a private entity, they just gave the blessings and endorsement, and their support will be there.
Shabir again, this is Nevilia. Now the sports minister says that he wants to make Sri Lanka as a sports hub, and British High Commissioner also mentioned that it should be an annual event to be held every August. Now, is it possible for you all to organize an international club tournament in Sri Lanka? As Minister said that he wants to get an Italian team, and with these two teams, and again one more team, you can have a four-nation club tournament. Is there any possibility?
I think Inti is working with another two countries to make that New Zealand under-85, Sri Lanka playing, make it into a four nations, and they are working on a plan. But after Saints come and play here with Asia Pacific Lions, we don't need to introduce any other teams. They will request us, I'm pretty sure. So we have plans next year. This year, let's start with one team. Hopefully next year there's another French club who have shown interest. So we would like to play two games. And French calendar really matches, because on a calendar they start the league first and finish last. Whereas UK, they start league after the French and then they end before the French. So we can make two games with the calendar. So we'll start with like that, and probably, like you said, we can have invite more teams and work on. But starting with the club, hopefully we want to get an international team come and play here. He has all the good contacts with New Zealand All Blacks. I mean, imagine in another 4 years' time if All Blacks come and play here one game. Wow, that was a dream. So we will focus on that. But yeah, every step taken one by one. Let's make this a success, and we'll see what the future holds.
Any more questions from our friends of media? Muad, you're silent. Normally has a lot of questions. Well, I think there are some questions that we have for these gentlemen as well. Sabir, now starting off with the vision of this. I know it's never easy. You can dream big. How did you start moving towards getting an international team to Sri Lanka? Because it's never easy to try and convince people who really think that rugby is existent in Sri Lanka.
Oh yeah, rugby. That's always when you say Sri Lanka, the cricket comes first, Sudarshana. But it's keeping in your dream, it's belief in your dream. And it's like I said in the speaker, I mean, whoever says no, the right option is aligned with you. So it's all about experimenting and it's all about understanding. Once you click the whole concept, whole vision behind it, definitely it'll come through. So we have that lion attitude, that never give up attitude. So with God's blessings, things made possible. Even I can't believe, I'm kind of traumatized. Is this really happening? But yeah, thanks to these two gentlemen helping out me, mentoring and helping tirelessly day in, day out. And so it all happened. Hopefully 28th August will be history made in Sri Lanka.
Well, not being biased, you have two Trinitians on either side. You don't have to worry. Now, moving on to Mr. Marika. Now, when you've been a high performance coach as well across a lot of the countries, and talking about the APL and Asia Pacific Lions, what are the challenges that you face in getting players from different parts of the world put together to try and get them to a team? And also, we've seen when players from different walks of life come together, example in the Barbarians, you sometimes see brilliant magic being on the field, and not like, because you bring a lot of cultures together. What are the challenges that you see in bringing all these players together?
As Sabir said, the international calendars are different all over, so it's really difficult. And we started selecting the players only about a month ago. So it was tough, but because it was the Pacific Lions, Asia Pacific Lions, but typically it will be only like 2 Asians in the squad. And majority of them are going to be Fijians, so I'm sure we can have an exciting brand of rugby played. And that Barbarians concept, which we are also really keen. I mean, Sabir has worked really hard and got this going. So we just want to ice it. I mean, I think it'll be a great event. Just to touch on the community side of it, we want to get some schoolboys also to come and spend time with these athletes, because these are all top professionals. I mean, the Northampton side as well as the Asia Pacific Lions, because majority of the Fijians are from the Drua, and there are some playing in France, some who have just finished playing, so like Will Guinea, captain the Wallabies. So his experience, even just passing a few tips here and there would make a huge difference to some of our players. So I think the community sessions will be huge. So those are things. I think this whole concept is also getting that side of it going, like getting our kids, supporters, enjoying and thriving on this occasion.
Yeah, brilliant. And since Mr. Marika did touch on the community aspect of it as well, Mr. Rohan, you're going to be very much involved in making sure that this is a big community event. Talk us through, we spoke about the fireside chat briefly. Talk us a little bit more about the fireside chat and also about the community sessions and what are the expectations, because seeing one of these players from afar to your eyes is going to be massive for some of the kids, but to be able to get into the same ground and to learn from these players is going to be absolutely invaluable, because people spend over $8,000 to do that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a massive opportunity. I mean, if you go back to the under-85 tour, like Sabir said, I think that was the catalyst to enable the Saints to actually come, like he said, without even a recce tour, which is generally something unheard of by professional teams. So the success of that and all the community events that were associated with that tour, you could see with a side that is a national team, but of course an amateur side, the traction it caused and brought with all these kids coming in, especially for women rugby teams or girl rugby teams. So that's an opportunity for Sri Lanka to really develop an area. So just imagine someone like Shan Altaf or, Didas or someone like that, coming and getting some tips of the likes of Fraser Dingwall or Tommy Freeman or, Will Genia or, Finn Smith or someone like that. I mean, those are only dreams that schoolboys can think of. So I think this will be a massive opportunity. And I think we'll open this out to, I think, a lot of communities, like not just from elite playing schools. It will be opened out to all, even the smaller, lesser playing schools. Unfortunately, it will be only a session in Colombo. We can't take it out to the provinces, unlike last year. But I'm sure there'll be, I'm hoping that we'll have at least 500-600 kids who will show up for these sessions. And it will be also a great opportunity, not only for them, but also for the coaches. Because the Northampton Saints coaching staff will also have clinics for our coaches. So I think that will be a massive opportunity as well. The fireside event is probably the highlight social event of the tour. I mean, it'll be in a venue like this, this is a world-class venue. Kieran Reid personally told us when he came last year, with all his travels as an all-black captain, that he has never stayed in a hotel as magnificent as this facility. So I'm sure the Northampton Saint boys or the Pacific Lion boys who have also traveled the world would hardly have stayed in a facility like this. So it will be a great opportunity for our rugby enthusiasts and fans, and especially for the corporates, to bring in their clients and have a lovely dinner, listen to the stories, get photo ops, and chat to these players, they'll never get an opportunity like that in their lives. So the promotions will start probably early next week, and hopefully that will call a traction and it will be a massive success.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And before I go to Sabir for my last question, Mr. Marika, we know Northampton Saints are the premier champions, and that's the top elite level we are talking about, with so many British Irish Lions and England nationals as well part of the side. What are the chances of our APL Asia Pacific Lions getting the better of the Northampton Saints?
Well, it's obviously we want to win. We play to win, right? They're a tough side. They're top side. They won the championship very, very convincingly this year in some of the games. But then again, the island mentality, right? Fiji, all of us. So even with one Sri Lankan, we'll try to do some magic. The weather is with us, so maybe we can turn it around. It'll be interesting. I mean, there's no pressure, right? This is a Baba's sort of a game. So it's all about entertainment. It's all about trying to run first. If the opportunity is there, go for it. Let's enjoy it. I mean, that's definitely our plan. So let's see how it goes.
Well, with that, we can assure you that irrespective of the result, the rugby that we are going to see is going to be carnival-like, because there will be a lot of running, there will be a lot of passing, there will be some magical moments that we will be able to expect at the game. Sabir, massive undertaking, but from the little I know of you, this is only going to be the start. What next?
Yeah, let's complete the start first. There's a huge dreams. More than, like I said, next is let's start with this and let the next be hopefully 2 teams, maybe a French team coming in, and then we'll try to get some internationals, because next year Rugby World Cup is in Australia. So if we do really well, I would like to invite one of the Northern Hemisphere teams and come and have a stopover game and then go to Australia. This was our history. This has happened in Sri Lanka a long time ago, so we are going to revive that hopefully. So that will be all, again, tourism promotion. So if I missed this, if Sri Lanka, if let's say next year, 3,000, 4,000 Europeans and club fans comes here, that's going to be turn out to 10 billion rupees to our tourism economy. So it's going to be huge. So let's start with this, but I'm not sure how they are not going to come in numbers due to the ongoing reason in the Middle East. And of course, we did market very less because foreigners, Europeans, they book their holidays very well in advance. So But this is a start, and we'll take it what it is, and hopefully next year it's going to be bigger than this, hopefully.
Yeah, whoever is not going to come here, they will have the luxury of watching from wherever they are as well. Sabir, just before we conclude, any other remarks any other message that you would like to give all our friends here and the media?
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much for being here and witnessing us. And this is just the beginning of creating a legacy. So it's not about the final score, despite the fact we want to win at least by a point. We don't want to draw. And we just want to create something for our future generation. So with what we have, what the networks and what we have built, we want to create, like the Honorable Minister said, Sri Lanka to be the next rugby destination for sports tourism. So media and friends, hopefully you all give maximum publicity for this event. And also, I want to say the tickets will be coming next week on bookmyshow.lk, exclusive partner. And also stay tuned onto Asia Rugby social media platform, Facebook and Instagram. We'll update more ticket sales and with regard to that. And all those sales are minimal, where we are selling for affordable rate. Cheaper than Bradby, for your information.
Well, 80 years of legacy, I think, has a price on it. Now, just before we wrap up, one of our friends of media, I think, has a question to you.
Sudarshan just put me on the spotlight. Sorry, Sabir, earlier. So, we spoke about Bradby, and Mr. Abikun spoke about, of course, Shan Altaf and Trinitians standing out there, sitting next to you as well. Schools rugby in Sri Lanka is probably the biggest in the world compared to South Africa and New Zealand. We are in the top level. Any idea in the future of bringing an international schoolboy team, like a combined South African New Zealand team to Sri Lanka? Do you think that will be massive for Sri Lankans? A future prospect maybe, like a combined schools team and having a South African or a New Zealand team, that would be massive. If you have any idea, I think that will be a...
There are some food for thoughts, a few requests as well. After they see these news, there are a few LinkedIn messages and emails, and I really didn't respond them yet. But your concept, yeah, that is something to look for, because we can easily fill the stands if we can bring something like under 19s where we can give more experience. But I think Inti would have better idea, because working previously with these kind of things. You want to add something, Inti?
Yeah, it's a great idea. I mean, already some schools, even in New Zealand, have shown interest after this under-85 tour. So I think there is a lot of interest. It's just that the timing of their seasons, our seasons, their school holidays, all that stuff has to be sorted out. So it will take a bit of time, but definitely there is interest. The thing is, their top sides are like, as good as a club side here. So playing a school will be really hard, but we have to manage it. We'll have to see whether we get there under 16s or under 18s, and it's not going to be easy, but a good, concept. Schools are keen to come. Bringing a national team, I think, will be difficult, but even school teams, I think there is a person here who lives in Auckland, and his son went to one of the top schools. So Dalton Papali, who is a all-black, played for that school. They're big, size-wise, they're big, so it becomes a little difficult. So, but let's see.
Just to add that, one second, we have a gentleman, Dilroy Fernando. You brought down Isipatana International Sevens. That's in the sevens format. And I used to play as a schoolboy. And I remember sevens is a different, you're talking about 15s. So those are the inspiration things, because I remember the try that I scored against the UK Habs College. So those are the inspiration things we want to create. But you mentioned a good point. We might going to look at it. But there's always pros and cons, like Inti said, in terms of physicality and their playing speed and everything.
Just to quickly answer, there is an opportunity because I believe the Asian Tier 1 Under-19 Championships is going to be held in Colombo in December. So I think that's Hong Kong, us, I think Taipei and maybe UAE are probably the four teams that are in the top tier, because Japan are already in the World Cup. So our schoolboys who are on showcase this beautiful season with some fantastic rugby. You'll see all these stars probably fronting up for Sri Lanka under 19s in that tournament in December.
Do we have any final questions before we wrap up the open session? Are we all clear? Thank you very much to our panel for doing the honors. Thank you so much for a well-moderated session. Sudarshana, a pleasure working with you.
Oh, it was all mine. Thank you very much to our distinguished guests as well for gracing the occasion, and also the men who are going to be shouldering all the responsibility come the month of August.
Absolutely. So happening for the first time in this part of the world, DASA Group presents the Asia Pacific Lions versus Northampton Saints Tour of Sri Lanka 2026, powered by Pearl Isle Capital, has been officially launched. One more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap things up. So on behalf of the organizers, I'd like to invite you for networking and refreshments. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.